Tell me when it's on over there. Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, it says we're live, so I guess we're live. So, hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters, and you know, what are you from?
What's the name of that show?
Model Car Hobby Headquarters.
Where did I get that name?
Hi everyone,
from?
I think you stole it from me.
Oh,
you know what? I gotta lock the front door. Hold on.
What's the name of that show?
Model Car Hobby Headquarters.
There we go.
There we go.
We're closed.
We are closed. I decided to stay late today so I could talk to you guys. God, it's been like over a month since we were able to do a live video and answer questions and stuff, and it's just been a nutty month. We had the IPMS Nationals here.
Oh
man, that was great.
Awesome.
You guys may have seen the videos, and God, we had so many guys from everywhere in the country and a few from around the world that came in to visit. It was just, man, it was just a crazy time. What I'll talk about just real fast, and then he and I will get into cutting him down and stuff like that, like we normally do. But all kidding aside, the reason I haven't had a video out in the last couple of about a week and a half is because I've been working on this thing right here, and this is the new Wingnut Wings Richthofen, the Red Baron airplane, and it's been. Man, I'm having a blast putting this thing together, but it's, as you can see, a lot of work. You probably can't see too much of the detail of the engine, but there'll be a video coming.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe Monday. See a lot of work. You probably can't see too much of the detail of the engine.
Crazy echo.
There'll be a video Crazy echo. Let's see if we can change this on there. Maybe Monday.
Stop echoing.
Can you hear me better now, guys? Can you guys?
Crazy echo.
Crazy echo. Let's see if we can change this. How is the sound found for everyone before we go any further with that? Can you hear me better now, guys?
Still echo, huh?
Huh, that's weird. It's plugged in just the regular way that we normally get it. How is the sound found for everyone before we go any further with that? Mute it completely over there.
Still echo, huh?
Maybe that is. Okay, we've turned off one of our other microphones, so let's see. Lagging with an echo. Wow, that is weird. I wonder what's wrong with it. Always something with live feeds.
I know, it never.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just restart the stream. Give us like 10, 15 seconds, and we'll come right back. I need that mouse. We'll restart this up, and we'll be right back, guys.
Is it fixed?
Well, the low volume, I have no control over that, but I mean, yeah, it's perfect now. Okay.
Yeah, perfect now. Where the microphone is right now.
We didn't even do anything. It just the low volume.
Well, you guys are our engineers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, fixed. Okay, good.
Yay.
Let me try one more thing. Let's put it on this setting right there. How are we still sounding all right? And I apologize about this. It's always the same settings.
We gotta fine tune this machine.
Every time we think we've got it fine tuned, something pulls it back in.
Okay, I think we're getting a thumbs up.
Okay, most people are saying that it's good. So okay, well, and we didn't even touch anything, so I don't know what happened on it. So perfect. Okay, let's get to it. So what I was saying, guys, is the reason I haven't been building much in the last. Well, I have been building. I haven't been doing videos much in the last week and a half. Is because I've been working on. Let me grab the box is full of stuff inside, but this is the instructions. It's the Richthofen, the Albatross D5 from Wingnut Wings. It's an incredible kit. And I've been working on that for the last over a week now. And you can see we've got this crazy paint job on it with the red, the yellow, purple, green. It's pretty
crazy.
Much better now. Oh, now they want us to move it closer. Okay.
There. Is that better?
Is that better? Okay.
Anything to make you happy.
That did it. Okay, so yeah, look for a video probably Monday or Tuesday on that. Having a great time, especially with all the rigging, and that's going to be the fun part. And I'm going to give you guys a quick little tip that I found out about this. I was looking for Easy Line the other day because I wanted to obviously rig this. And trying to find one that was easy to get a hold of was kind of tough. And I just so happened to ask my wife if there's such a thing as elastic thread. Just popped in my mind. She goes, absolutely. She uses it all the time. So we went over to the big box store called Walmart, and they have a spool.
Walmart?
Yeah. little plug for Walmart, I guess.
I never heard of that place.
This giant spool of this elastic thread, which is perfect scale for that. Look at that. Is $1 for this stuff. And yeah, you can pull it pretty tight too, and it didn't break. And I put it on there, and I'm using it right now. We've attached it, and these are the initial lines, and so far it's working great. You just have to dip it in a little bit of, I'm using like enamel, like the thin down black enamel paint to give it some color rather than using white. But we'll let you know how on Monday or Tuesday how the video comes out, how much I liked it. But so far, I'm really liking it a lot. So now I can move this out of the way because I'm really afraid about putting my hand on it and breaking it before I get the video. Once the video's out, then I can break it. But for right now,
then you should see him. What he'll do is when he doesn't think anybody's looking, is he takes the planes and makes the sound, runs around the store. That's what you do.
Yep.
And then you drop it.
I have done that before.
I know you have.
Oh, and you don't? You never drive your race car really fast? Yeah, sure you don't. So let's see. And now, what's new with you since in the last month too? I mean, you enjoyed the show, didn't you?
I enjoyed the show. I had a really good time. Some of you guys may have seen my video. I brought my buddy Dave with me. We had a blast.
You mean take me with you? I thought I was your buddy. Yeah,
anyway,
exactly, huh?
Yeah, we went and stood back and pointed and laughed at Andy and all the people gathering around his table. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, there was.
And
wait, you make it sound like they were all laughing, but you just went to go see all the people standing around the table.
And I laughed.
Oh, and you laughed. Oh,
I pointed and laughed, actually.
Oh, okay.
And
very good.
But yeah, it was pretty. That was pretty neat.
It was. All kidding aside, it was a great time. Yeah.
And there was a whole bunch of the Andy's Hobby Headquarters t-shirts. Mediocre Modelers.
I heard about 70 of is what the total just for that day. So
really 70? I don't know. I just saw them all over the place.
Yeah. My son was kind of doing an unofficial count, but he said there was quite a few there.
There's quite a few, and but the swap meet area, the vendor area, was pretty nice, and I definitely found something I was happy with.
Boy, they're still after me. Even when I'm closed, I get phone calls. Sorry, I'm closed.
Yeah. But and then going into the model room, there was just some spectacular models of all types. I mean, I was looking at everything.
Well, here's the thing. You can go back and watch. I have 2 videos. One of them I know was kind of fast because it was just video running around. Then there's one of all the stills, and then I think you have something too. So,
yeah, I've got something that has that centers around just the car stuff and a couple of little things that caught my eye in the science fiction spot. But I had a really good time.
I did too. Yeah, it was my first nationals, and hey, we're gonna start answering some questions in here too. Where's my store? My store is in Glendale, Arizona, in 59th Avenue in Glendale. The address is down below and all the stuff, but you'll easily be able to see. And
I find it every week.
Yeah, there you go, every time. So, but no, yeah, back to what we were saying about the show. Yeah, it was a great time. I had a lot of fun, and maybe even get a chance to maybe even go to the next one. I mean, it's out of state. It's always tough to find time, but like I said, it was just a lot of fun, and especially meeting all the vendors. The guys from all over the country, all over the world, and got to meet the guys from Edward and Special Hobby, and just all kinds of cool stuff on it.
And meeting the viewers.
Well, yeah, that's what I was talking about the first time. That was the best part.
That was amazing.
And there was like all the people. I
met some viewers.
Yeah, that's true. You even met one in here too. That was the whole thing too. The whole week leading up to it, there were so many people coming in here that were, that couldn't make it down Saturday morning. But man, it was just a crazy week. So a very, very good time. Who is robot typing? I've actually got a keyboard underneath the table here, and I don't have my shoes on, so I'm typing with my toes.
Like that.
So yeah, pretty good, huh? I'm answering the right questions too.
Yeah.
If it was a typewriter, I'd have to go bing. But no, my lovely wife is typing for me right now, so that's why I get to stay late and play with you guys, because I don't have to go home right away. So the door is locked. Luke is here. He's not leaving because the door is locked.
Nobody's waiting for me at home.
Oh, well, there you go. So what is the largest model in stock? The biggest model kit would probably be, you can't see it, unfortunately, but right out of camera view, just up above there on the back shelf, we have a 200 scale Bismarck and a 200 scale hood. Those are probably the biggest kits that I have have in stock, so I would say. And then I also have some really big scale, like 16 scale tanks, things like that. So I've got quite a bit in there. Let's see. Hello, Andy Live. Yes, okay. But yeah, definitely. If you guys got some questions, you can start throwing them out now. We can, because I have someone manning the keyboard there. They can keep an eye on things, so they'll send them over to us, so we can get them.
Will you build another shop?
That is funny that you guys are talking about that. Should I say anything about that? Okay, the suite next door is a much bigger shop than what I have in now. I have the stuff piled to the ceiling in here, and I've been getting so much stuff from different manufacturers and product. I'm kind of out of room. So we were just all of us were just in the suite next door, looking around, measuring up. There's an area for my model studio, the studio we're calling it.
Yeah.
And probably almost 50% bigger than what this store is right now.
Yeah.
And the problem is right now there's a lot of walls inside there because it was a previous few other places over the years. So if they're willing to knock down all the stuff inside there and gut it and give me an empty shell, I will be building another shop right next door. Actually,
yeah, it's gonna be
a little bigger shop too.
Neat. It'll give a really neat. Like you said, there's that little studio in there that
right in the front,
more room.
Yeah,
and to make even better videos and
absolutely. And I have been buying more and more equipment. And in fact, the last video had a new microphone system on it. Hopefully, it sounded better when I was watching it, and it's just one that plugs into. I still use my iPhone because it does a really good job. You know, the way it films. But the microphone, I'm sorry, I love my Apple iPhone, but the microphone sucks on it. And but with this new, what is that thing called, a Rode? Yeah, Rode microphone.
I'm gonna go get one.
And it's got a dead cat on it, and it's just out of camera view. Pull it in. There's my new camera rig.
Cat.
That's what it's called. It's called a dead cat.
I need a dead cat.
So there's my new rig that Luca is breaking on me right over there. And yeah, it's got the dead cat on. It's got a little thing.
And you can't see the light. Oh.
Yeah, but
and the light. I gotta get one of these. I'm getting one.
Plus, you also can't see. I've got some giant 5,000. I don't know what it is. Multiple lights for lighting up in here. So we're trying to make the videos as best as possible for you guys.
Yeah, we're always working on getting better equipment to just make your viewing pleasure better.
You have nothing to do with that.
I have everything to do with
this right here works normally good, and then you walk into the store and it stops working. So
yeah.
How about a chain of Andy's Hobby Headquarters? You have read my mind. That is another project that
we're looking off into the horizon.
Yeah, looking off into the horizon. We'll call not candle power. Lumen. Yeah.
Lumens.
Yeah, let's go with lumens.
It is lumens.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. So. No, sorry guys, I don't eBay. We're working on some situation right now that we might be able to do some mail order, but I don't do eBay at all. It was always just a pain doing eBay. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, 101st Airborne at 1/4. What you mean? If there are any models in 1/4 scale? Because I'm not following with that right there. I haven't seen anything in 1/4 scale. That'd be pretty large. So. Is early Dunkelgelb the same color as late war Dunkelgelb? Why don't you take this one for me?
Oh, okay. Well, the early...
Now, he has no clue what he's talking about. Yes, they are different. Late war Dunkelgelb is much, much lighter. It's a more creamy color, and it's...
That's what I was going to say.
Well, I know, but I just want to, make it look good for you. So, but, yes, it is a lighter a lighter color. In fact, if you go onto Mission models, I carry the full rack of Mission model paint. If you look at the two of them, it's a substantial difference in the two colors. So, do you sell Gundams? Yes, I just got a huge order of Gundams in, and I've got a wall, my whole back of my store. If this camera could come off right here, I would pull you guys around and walk you around the entire store. Oh, Tiger Tank in 1/4 scale. I would love to do that. That would take up the whole front of my store right here too. That would be
huge.
That would be great. And as long as I could put a motor in, I'd drive it around.
That'd be cool.
Imagine me sitting.
I was just. That's what pictured in my head.
Right.
When
me sitting on top of the thing, driving this. Just me, just barely wedged inside the cupola. Hi from my friends in Australia down there. But it's in England too. Help to my other friends over there.
One side and then the other.
Right. We all share a common language. And,
we do.
And that's what I love about it. So I wonder. I don't want to say this in the wrong way. I was like, what do the English think of the Australian accent, and what do the Australians think of the English accent? Let's just put it that way. Because I know you guys sometimes what you guys think about our accents, which I think is hilarious. Because I mean,
I have Australians.
Yeah, you have
in
your
my
sister,
family,
right?
And I would always bust my
your sisters,
my nieces.
Oh, okay.
But always saying, "Look at you coming into our country, speaking your English." accent there, and she'd get mad at me.
Right.
Say she had an English accent.
They think Americans are bums. Okay, well.
So don't we?
Yes. We can laugh about it. No, I honestly, I love an Australian accent and an English accent. I mean, right off the time, what I think of it is, as soon as I hear most British accents or English accents, I think of smarter than us, and then Australian looks like, hey, that would be a person you want to have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
I know that's stereotyping, and I'm not meaning to do that, but that's just like, yeah, bloody Yanks.
Absolutely.
You're right. Hey, the Yanks are coming.
Then, hey, wait, and then there's the South African accent. That one.
Oh yeah, that's completely different over there. Don't forget the Welsh. Well, yeah, we're not going to break it down because if you broke down,
then we can go into Scottish, and then we can go into
and then break down
Irish.
America. I mean, you got the Southern accent. You've got the Boston. I'm originally from Massachusetts. I was 100 miles from Boston this way and 100 miles from New York. Two of the most hardcore accents in the entire Northeast.
Yeah, that's
and luckily, when they meet in that little thunderhead right there in the middle, we didn't have much of an accent, luckily. So, Merca, yeah,
Merca.
But yeah, I love all the accents. It's always really cool. And we've got a bunch of relatives that live in the South, and they've got their accents. And then and I grew up most of my life in California. Which
there's no accent.
Nah, that was just surfer accent, dude and stuff like that.
And then
look at Louisiana. I love Louisiana
I lived
food
in the South
too.
for a while too, and I picked up a bit of an accent.
Wicked.
There.
Yep, wicked. It's wicked awesome. I love it. So, boy, that went off on a tangent right there. So, but that's fun to do. That's just what we like to do. We want to bring you guys in. I've been working my butt off on that model, and have you been building anything?
I have been building something.
What have you been building? I mean, are you gonna let us in on it? He's looking away as if.
I'm ready to putting together my next video for an adventure in building a model car. So I'm back on the Malibu, and I have a reason why I'm going to just streamline on that and get it done, because it's time to get that whole series done. But I've got a goal now, and I'm going to share it with you guys on my next video.
Why don't you share with them right now? There's a couple hundred people that all kidding aside, yeah, you should check out his videos. It's on Model Car Hobby Headquarters. It's a complete derivative of what what I do, but lesser quality, of course. But I mean.
Yeah.
Well, did I say that out loud? Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you?
I did.
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
But,
I know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My feet typing is just down there. Model Car Hobby Headquarters. So yeah, definitely go on there. Seriously, he's a lot of fun. He puts a lot of humor in it, and
I'm funny. I'm a very funny guy.
I'm normally that way too, but I just don't like to do that in the videos because I want him to actually come for the. Come for the building.
I'm not that good at model building, so I got to have him show up for something.
I'm not that good either. I'm
only
mediocre at best.
Please.
Hey, that's another thing. We just broke 9,000 subscribers on the Mediocre Modelers page on Facebook, which that started off the whole thing as a joke, and not
it's
a bad
still
joke.
A joke.
No, it's been wow, and there's some.
No,
it has nothing to do with. I should explain it to you. Mediocre Modelers has nothing to do with the quality of the kits. It was all a joke because a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, someone was making fun of me in my YouTube videos, and
said you were a mediocre modeler
at best, and I thought it was hilarious.
He made a couple shirts for us, and
there. I wear it proudly every day. I've got one
That's
there.
Fun. I've got so many of them.
So the Mediocre Modelers thing. So I saved the page. I just filled it out, and I didn't tell anybody about it on Facebook. And all of a sudden, I get like 10 people. I want to join. And I'm like, how did you even find out about this? And now they do. So if you go on to Facebook, what it is a great way, any type of degree of building. If you're just beginning to where you've been building for 15, 20
great
years.
information on there.
We're all here to share and be with you guys.
Builders on there now, so there's just a wealth of information.
Exactly. So many people come on there and share their information, and it's just good. It's a way, and I'm sorry, I know some of you can't stand Facebook. I'm not a huge fan of Facebook. I do it because it's a great platform to get out to you guys. It's free web hosting basically to put all that stuff on there, and I've got moderators on there. We keep it fun. It's good for anyone of any age. We don't get into all the craziness. We just, hey, this is what I'm building. What do you think? Let's take a look at this.
All kinds of building.
All kinds of building.
Cars,
Everybody.
Science fiction, tanks, planes.
Everything is in there.
Non-tanks that are
non-tanks. I'm going to excuse myself for 1 second because I'm going to pull something off the wall here too.
Oh boy, yeah.
I didn't do a video on this yet. But this came. Let's see if I can get it without.
I had it in my video.
No, that's true, huh? This finally came.
100,000
subscribers on YouTube, and this is the new play button. And I'm sorry if I'm blinding some of you. It's pretty shiny right there. And man, I can't tell you guys how humbled I am to get something like this. This was an incredible thing, and it was amazing. And I remember when he started this whole thing, it's like there's no way I could ever get to that because there can't be that many people into modeling take it that serious. Yep, and it was there, and it was like wow. So we got the 100,000, and actually we're at 105,000 right now. So I like I said, I'm from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. I'm deeply touched by that. So it was great to get that, and I didn't want to do a video just on that. I just sort of I'll kind of like rub it into him basically right there. So, but no, all kidding. He'll have his.
I'll be there.
Yeah, someday.
Maybe.
I
don't know. I just keep riding your coattails.
If you actually build something.
Mediocre.
Yeah, you don't have to be good. Yeah. Please give me a tip for painting the Messerschmitt 1099. I haven't seen that kit. I'm assuming that it's just going to use late Luftwaffe colors on it. I'd have to look into that a little bit further before give you the wrong kind of tip. So, but yeah, there's a lot of information on something like that on just go on Google and Google it. So, I need to get 1 million subs. Yeah. I
think it'll happen.
Do you think there's 1 million people out there that want to watch someone build models? And if so, at my current rate, I'll have it in about 18 years.
No, it always gets faster and faster. Like it's funny how I remember when I reached 100 subscribers and my mind was just wow, and it's like, but it was so hard to get to that. But after I get 100, all of a sudden, like in a couple of weeks, I had 200, and then I was 1,000.
Then I had 105,
and then No. But it's just like the next level just gets easier to obtain.
Absolutely. Hey, notice the Dutch. Are we talking about, in my Austin Powers thing, the freaky deaky Dutch? That's immediately what I thought of when he said mention the Dutch. So
Andy, please notice the Dutch.
Yes. So yes. Hey, thank you guys all for the well wishings on the 100,000. And I did do a little thing on YouTube, on Facebook, because I actually the quick little story about that. I came running into the store. I was sitting at home. I'm at 99,985. And I live about a half an hour away from the store, and I'm like, well, I don't want to stay home all morning because I don't know when it's going to happen. I want to catch it on video rolling. So I decide to go in there, and it's just hovering around there. I finally get up to 99,998. I've got the camera set up at the screen right here. I've got it on Social Blade. Social Blade is a live service that shows it rotating. And I'm going to run back to the back room for 2 seconds, and what are the odds I'm going to have two people, like that?
Yeah.
I come back. I'm not kidding. It wasn't 30 seconds later. I come around the corner. It was 101,000.
So you never got to see it roll over.
From the very corner, I saw just briefly and went. I think what it was is there was a couple of people waiting to be the 100,000th one,
I bet it
and
was.
then two guys hit it simultaneously when it got to the last one, and it rotated. But I was like, are you? But he's right. I did get it on camera, so.
And you all saw that.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. But
there's someone mentioned, Andy, I'm a model railroader, but watch your videos. I'll tell you what about model railroading, and I think we've talked about this. Is I get a lot from, like, with the weathering stuff and all that.
Absolutely.
And dioramas. The model railroading guys do some amazing dioramas.
Absolutely,
That's where the whole thing is, how all the different facets of miniature building, they all cross over. We all learn from one another. That's why,
there's no reason we should segregate the whole thing. There's not a car modeler or a tank modeler. I mean, we joke because he's a car modeler primarily. But you guys know, like, I mean, I'm primarily an armor model, but I wouldn't even call that anymore because now...
You're just a model builder, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a model builder now because about 60% of what I build is armor, but I'm building that Wingnuts plane that if any of you guys are just tuning in, that's what I've been working on lately.
I built a tank.
Yeah, he built that. Well, not a tank, but I'm working on a Wingnuts kit. I've done some other airplanes. I've done some cars. Done all kinds of stuff right there.
Yeah, it's just miniatures. It's
John McCain, our senator, just passed away. Huh. Oh, that's sad then. In scale. Yeah, I used to do in scale modeling.
He passed away in scale?
No, in scale modeling. Yeah. God, when I was a kid, I had a huge HO train set that my dad and I used to build. So.
Well, that's actually a distant memory of what got me really into miniatures. Is my grandfather had a Lionel set up in the train room at his house, and I remember a little guy. It was so big that he had to work on the whole layout and all the mountains and things. There was a trap door in the middle of it, and he took me in there, and of course I was just a little guy, believe it or not. Opens a trap door and puts me on it and sitting on it, and I remember sitting next to where the train comes by, and there's the water tower that it drops water.
Yep.
And I remember this thing. It looked this big to me when I was a little guy. And later years, I ended up working at a hobby shop in the early 90s that I actually worked in the train section, and we had a bunch of vintage Lionel stuff, and I remember I wanted to buy it. In the box was that thing,
water tower.
It's only like that big. And
right.
Like, wow, my memory of that thing is this huge. But but him having that, and this is like, we're talking the late 60s, early 70s when he had it. That's what kind of sparked it for me, and I just was always interested in miniatures. So it was trains, and I had trains when I was a kid.
Yep. And building all that, and that's what I think started my whole love affair with modeling.
Yeah,
that was the first thing I did. I wouldn't get to build because I was like 3 or 4, and my uncle and my dad were working on the train set and building a Western village. And this sounds weird, but this is a long time ago. There was like a little tiny grizzly bear, and that came in a set. And I remember always coming up with a story, and I don't know if that's how you guys do it. When I build a model, I come up with a story in my mind, and that's how I build it. And that started me off. I was about 4 years old, taking that grizzly bear, putting it behind this Western village in a train set that we had built, and coming up with a whole story that bear is working his way into town, and the townspeople are going to be all, just stupid little kid stuff. But that 40-something years later, I still remember that like it was yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. And another thing, a great miniature memory I have, is when I was like in 4th grade, we took a family trip to Gettysburg.
Oh, yes, I've been there too.
And
the dioramas.
The dioramas. Yep. Oh, wow. There were so many miniatures there. That really got me wanting to build a model. I tried to build I got some soldiers, and I tried to do my own battlefield when I was little. And that's probably really my first model.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
My first one was like a TBM from Revell. The oldest one I could, that and a P61 Black Widow.
Yeah.
And having taking a can of black spray paint, painting the whole thing, putting thumbprints inside of it, glue, strings all over, and then just flying it all over my grandmother's house, having a ball.
Yeah.
And the ultimate mediocre modeler thing. So, hey, speaking of that too, this is going to be like a shameless plug, but if you guys do want to get any shirts on Andy's Hobby Headquarters and the Mediocre Modelers, you can get them on our Spreadshirt account. And the reason I bring that up is because I've been watching on the Mediocre Modelers, and it's so cool. Guys from all over the country and all over the world are showing their shirts from different areas in there, and it's really cool. And
what was that one that was in a a Scottish pub.
Yeah, and then there was one in Disney World yesterday, and the guy
really?
he brought it all the way to
cool.
England and back. And the best one of all was he wasn't wearing a shirt, but there was a young man, I'd say about 3 or 4 years old, and his dad took a picture of him. He's in front of a TV watching me build a model kit, and the kid's just sitting there.
How cool is
and
that?
I was like, I guess I'm a babysitter too. So,
Yeah.
but that was excellent. In fact, I'm going to do some kind of contest on Facebook because they're much easier to do contests on, and we're going to have a thing where we haven't fleshed it completely out yet, but you'll wear your shirt, show me some part of the world that you're wearing it in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exotic. It could just be, just a cool place to be wearing the shirt. And then we'll do some kind of contest that we'll give away some prizes and stuff like that. But that's all over on Facebook. So remember, Mediocre Modelers Club. Is it club in the end? Yeah, it's Mediocre. Mediocre Modeler Group?
Yeah, Mediocre Modeler Group.
Mediocre Modeler. If you type in Mediocre Modeler, there's no other ones out there. That'll come up right there. You'll see this symbol and then the big thing you saw on the back of my...
Actually, that's
yes, that show.
Mediocre. When I start typing that out, about then it pops
right up. 100,000 subs T-shirt. I don't know. That would be kind of a tough. I want to do something that's relevant, that's all the time, and it's.
So you could always do specials.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
The one
Short-term one.
I just did one.
Yeah, tell him about. Okay, so I'm going to set him up, and then I'm going to let him talk about it. He had a fan that was telling him about how he was destroying the hobby because of his model hoarding.
And you guys see that
evil
video?
Man,
bad guy.
So the whole thing is he hoards models.
Don't we all?
We all do that. I mean,
the guy said I was wrecking the hobby.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you right now, Matt, you are not wrecking the hobby. You are not, because let me tell you something. If you were only to buy a model and build it, and I know how long some of you guys take to build a model.
He would not be.
I would not be in business. So you are not wrecking the hobby at all. And if me and all my people like me go out of business, the model makers aren't going to be making anymore. So
yeah, so we wouldn't.
You
have
keep
model.
hoarding.
There would be no hobby to.
That's the shirt we should make too. I know. Well, you go ahead and tell them about that. Keep on hoarding.
Yeah,
keep on hoarding. Yeah, but maybe that'll be a new one. Model hoarding. Keep on hoarding, something like that. Maybe we'll work something out together. We'll do that.
We should do like kind of a combination shirt. That would be great.
So yeah, I mean, whether you have 40 kits, I'm not kidding you. I have multiple friends that have hundreds, thousands. I have one man that I know very well. He has over 6,000 kits in his collection.
I know some guys like that. I don't know where I'm at and how many kits I have, but I got lots, hundreds and hundreds. I think I tipped into
but what
thousands.
about, do you have a story for everyone? I bet.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so go ahead and tell them the story. What happened? So I started to tell you the guy was doing that, and then
I put up the video, and it's gotten a great response where I'm basically saying, "Hey, do you guys agree with this? That I'm wrecking the hobby? That we are wrecking the hobby?" And I don't understand the thinking of it is because we buy and hoard these old classic kits or whatever. But then if nobody did that, there would be no classic kits out there for others to buy. The way I look at it is, I'm not going to build every single one, but I got them. And if I want to build this or build that, but someday I'll pass it on to my grandson or my daughter and they're going to make some money off of them. So if you got family, you're hooking up your family with a little bit of cash there, and then those kits are going to go off to another enthusiast, and they'll be the caretaker of those kits. It's not like we really own them. We've become caretakers, and they're a part of the history of the hobby. If any of you watch my Lucas Kits video, that's the whole point of that, is I'm showing off not just my kits that I have in my collection, but the fact is there's some history in model kits that some of you might not have the opportunity to check out an old kit because it's been long gone out of production. If I have it, then I'm going to share it with you and show you, hey, check this was out. Maybe you might want to find that kit. Maybe you remember it as a kid. But it's just to show you how the hobbies come along. But I'm going off on a different direction. But the whole thing of hoarding and it being something that's bad for the hobby is so ridiculous that it's funny. And so I ended up making a shirt. I mentioned it, and people were saying, "Yeah, I'd buy that shirt." So I made a shirt, and it just says, "I hoard model kits." and then on the back it says "Wrecking the Hobby Tour 19." What the heck? 2019.
Yeah.
2018. So yeah, I've been hoarding kits since 1988. So I've been wrecking the hobby since 1988.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've been wrecking the hobby since I've owned this store.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're doing, and you're laying waste.
Right.
You're damaging.
I've had this store. I'm going to be open here almost 15 years here, and then I had a store in almost 10 years in San Diego. So yeah. So yeah, I've been.
We're gonna just level this hobby.
There you go. So throw some. And I keep pointing forward because I've got a 50-inch TV here that we're watching us and all the questions pop up on it, so I can actually see. We're both kind of old here. We can't have it right here, and the camera's above it. So let's hear some questions. We've got a little bit more time. I think the old clock on the wall says we've got about. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll play. That's what it says.
We'll play
it
by
we got more time.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody asked if you ever got injured building.
Oh gosh.
God, yeah. I've got scars, X-Acto knife scars. This is the most dangerous modeling tool.
I took the tip right here.
You know what the worst? You know what the worst modeling injury I ever had? And children, don't do this at home. Okay, what did we used to do with model airplanes when we were young? Light them on fire or blow them on fire.
Oh yeah, light them on fire.
So I got this plane. I don't remember how old I was, but I really lit it on fire, and I'm like, and a molten blob of plastic fell right here, and I still have a scar over, let's say, about 40 years. Okay, I was about 16 at the time when I was playing with that, but yeah, I still have a scar. That was the worst thing I ever had. Molten plastic, big blob hit, and I went, shouldn't have done that, but not wrecking the hobby. Yep.
I've opened up the fingers so bad sometimes, like right down to the bone. I did one right there.
Yep. Hey, someone wants to know where you can get your Lucas shirt.
Oh, the Lucas shirt, that's on Teespring.
But they can go to your website. I mean, to your YouTube page.
Oh, on any of my YouTube pages, any of my YouTube. If you go on my YouTube channel, any of my videos, there's a link to go straight to it. But if you just want to find it on Teespring, you just Teespring Model Car Hobby Headquarters.
Yep.
It'll take you right there. There's a whole bunch of shirts, mugs, stickers.
This gentleman right here said less cash for beer and hookers, and it's right. All kidding aside. This is really funny about that. Yeah. There's a few customers.
Got no time for that.
Their wives absolutely hate that they build model kits, and I cannot for the life of me understand that.
Yeah.
If your husband is home, and you know where he is, okay, he might be spending extra money on the model kits, but you know where he is. You know he's not up to no good. He's having a great time with that. Isn't that better than going out and drinking and carousing? And I don't get that. So.
Yep.
That's what I say.
That's what my wife says. She's right on camera. And
my ex-wife, I mean, we're still very good friends. It was definitely not the models that broke us up. Anyways, no, but I mean, she was actually a major part of it. She built models. We put on model shows together. We started a model business together.
That's right. You know what? I didn't mean to interrupt, but ModelCon, the one, the only.
Ah, yes.
This is a teaser. This is a teaser. We don't know when yet.
I've kind of
been teasing
said something about that without saying anything about it.
ModelCon is coming back one way or another. Let's just put it that way. And if you guys don't know what ModelCon is, yes, it's a happening. Local show that is going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And now because of some of the influence I now have in this industry well, no other way to put it, but I know people. And when you know people, things get done. And we're just going to make this show so
gigungorous.
Yes, I mean
astronomically
king
huge.
of all show. Well, you know. With
it will
local
be king.
show.
No.
Okay.
It's going to be the king of all shows.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast. And what it is, it's a model show, and it's a builder's choice. What that means is Matt comes in with this beautiful model kit that he does right there.
It's very nice model.
Matt, here's your ballot. You get to vote on everything in the show.
Ooh, do I?
You do.
Ooh.
And you get to vote. Well, wait a minute. Can he vote on his own thing? Why, yes, you can. Because you can vote on everybody else's too. And it all balances out. It's right. Okay. And it's nothing against any other things. I don't want, look at that Tamiya star on the bottom. It's 2 millimeter. It's 2 millimeters out of whack right there. So we can't do that. That's just
done.
We're doing this to have fun. That is the whole purpose of this of this thing. And yeah, that's the okay. Where in the valley? I am not positive yet. That was the biggest problem that we had, is we lost the venue. But we're looking to get actually a bigger venue now. It'll be a model swap meet. We're going to get some actual, maybe some manufacturers even to show up. Let's just put it that way.
And he'll be here.
And I'll be here. Yes.
And I'll be there.
Yeah, well, okay. You're bringing us down now. But no, but all kidding aside, and we're also going to make it where it's going to be inexpensive to enter this model contest.
You want to tell them how much?
Yeah.
Let's tell them how much.
$5.
$5.
And if you can bring 1 to infinity model kits, we don't care. When we finally get this, it'll be in a
Five bones.
Yeah, it'll be early next year. We're working on sometimes in places and things. So the weather in Arizona, for all you guys in the states right around us, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. What else am I missing? Those are the only ones.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then the next row, Texas, all the other ones around there. I don't know if there are other ones around there.
You're not very good at geography, are you?
I am. I just need to look at a map.
Oh, okay.
But
we'll say that.
But really good. February in Phoenix, man, hits the bomb here. It's misery right now.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate being here. I curse it. But then in February, I love it here.
It's 75 degrees, sunny, just enough warm on it. But no, we're gonna push this thing. Once I get a little bit more about it, we're gonna make it inexpensive for everyone to enter. We're gonna have
the February, March area.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
We haven't.
That's what we're looking for right now, and it's just gonna be just. Like he said,
Jugunguses.
Yeah, something just crazy big. And
we're gonna make this
everything. Cars, ships, tanks, airplanes, sci-fi, figures,
models,
dioramas, boom.
Dioramas.
Yep.
Bam.
No, and you don't even have to worry about dry heat. In February, March, it's gorgeous. It was no, so we'll let you know more.
In progress. We'll have have like models that are in progress.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
So
we're gonna get lots of dancing girls. No, probably not.
No dancing girls.
No. We're gonna have this, but with the people that we can get a bunch of the manufacturers together. We can have a raffle, the swap meet.
Maybe we can have some fun for the kiddies too.
Yeah, definitely.
I got some ideas.
All kinds of stuff, and it's usually like a half a day event. 5 to 6 hours. There'll be food.
It's gonna be a family fun thing.
The last two that we held were local by here at the store, and they were smaller shows. They're not like competing with the nationals or anything, but they were starting to grow. And yeah, Dancing Luca. Oh my God! Yeah. But no, the one thing that everyone said is the amount of fun that everybody had at the model show. And that was it. I mean, it was
everybody from the people who entered models to the people who just came to look at some great models and buy some stuff for the vendors to the vendors. Vendors were really happy.
Everybody was thrilled with it right there. So so that was our little teaser right there. We're working on it. Hopefully,
I'm pretty excited about it.
I am too. It'll definitely be.
Everybody involved is pretty excited about it,
and it's a good way. There's big thing in the front of my store here. This is the studio that I do all my building at and stuff. But I have so many of you guys that come into the store. They've all met each other in here. I mean, how many friends do you know now because you've come in the store?
I don't have any friends.
Well, yeah, okay, but if you did,
if I had friends, I can think off the top of my head. There's about 8 guys who have known a long time because of this place.
Yeah. And they all built something different.
Yeah.
Best spray paint.
Best spray paint. Tamiya. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Tamiya can spray of Tamiya. Best you can see. In fact, I use it quite often when I don't want to set up my my airbrush. It is so easy to do, and just got to take it outside because it stinks because it's lacquer. But yeah, man, it's incredible. Let's see, armor deodorant. Okay, I don't know what that thread was going for right there. I just kind of said that out loud. Oh, Alclad 2, cover it with high gloss or not. You want to be very careful with that because if you spray it with most glosses, it will mess it up. But Alclad has a gloss coat. In fact, I just got it in this week.
Yeah, I'm dying to try it out.
And it comes in a big bottle, 4-ounce bottle, and it's supposed to not change the tone at all. They've got a matte. Oh, they don't know what I'm pointing at. A semi-matte, a flat, and a gloss. and it's safe to put over Alclad without destroying the look of Alclad. So, and I used Alclad substantially on my my Albatross for the engine parts in there, which I'm gonna have to show you guys later on. Like I said, look for the video Monday, Tuesday, depending on when I get it done. So it's.
So you were using some of that Alclad?
Yeah, I did it on the engine. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Model painting with a brush.
Model painting with a brush. You know, I don't do a lot with that. Let me recommend.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My next video coming out covers that, and I did a video. If you look at my video on doing the transmission, all the paint detail on the transmission.
You know what I need to do? I need to get a sign that says "Shameless plug." Beep, beep.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to do that for the next one. 6XL.
Put some light in it. Light's going.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be awesome.
We don't have the budget for that.
Yeah,
there is 5XL shirts on there. I am not positive about 6XL. I'm sorry, you'd have to check on it because the company handles all of that stuff, Spreadshirt. So I know 5XL. They might do 6. So
I think they do.
They might. There might be one color. I think black or the heather gray might go up to 6XL. So, what do you think of Mobius car models? Are they worth it?
Some are.
Yeah, I was like, those new Ford trucks.
Oh, the Ford trucks are outstanding.
Those things are.
Those are pretty impressive. I haven't checked out all the Mobius, but yeah, no, I was thinking of something else. Yes, the Mobius stuff is very good. I was thinking of another company that dabbled with cars, and there was one that came out I wasn't impressed with.
Polar Lights?
No. Who was it? Trumpeter did some cars.
Yeah, in the very beginning.
Me personally, I didn't really jump up and down for those Trumpeters.
They were just making unusual stuff. That was their first foyer into it.
Yeah, there was some good, but it's just But no, the Mobius stuff is awesome, actually.
Tips for beginner airbrushes. Now, you and I both airbrush. I airbrush a lot because I actually build models.
You know.
That was a little jab. I didn't even look at him when I gave him that jab.
Do you use epoxy resin?
I'm gonna. I'll answer that in a minute. I'm just gonna say what I think the best thing for him to do, and then you tell me what you think. And then we're not joking about this. Take your airbrush, get the paint mixture proper, get it till you figure that out, and then just start taking some glossy cardboard like cardstock and just start practicing with it.
Best.
There's nothing you can do better than to just take your airbrush and just start write your name, draw circles, draw squares, just practice going in and out, close and far away, messing with the needle.
That sweet spot.
You'll figure it out. I promise you.
It's the best way.
Because if you try to do it on plastic, right away you're gonna
come on a model.
Right, on a model that you want to get a good job. If I showed you the bottom of all my models, I still get on there. I flip the model over like the bottom of a tank. Nobody's gonna see that. I do a little bit of, if I'm gonna do some fine work, I do the whole bottom of the tank up with that. Just to have some fun with it. I can't give you better advice than that. Is figure out your paint mix, which I have a video. If you're using Tamiya is the easiest in the world to get your paint mix right. And go watch it. There's a video about 2 years ago. It's on my channel, and shameless plug. So, but it's easy. It doesn't have. It's not hard. People say, "Oh, it's so hard to do this." It's not.
No,
it's practice. It's practice. I'm mediocre, and I figured it out.
And the thing about airbrush, I remember to get into airbrushing when I was in the early days of building back in the 80s. Airbrushes were expensive. A decent airbrush was so expensive. It's so cheap now. You can get an outstanding airbrush that years ago you would have had to drop $1,000 for way under $100.
Yep.
And I always go to that Iwata Neo.
That's a good. In fact, I have bought one of those for my wife for airbrushing. My personal favorite. For the bulk I do, I have a couple of them, but the one I use a lot is my Iwata HPC, and it's a great brush. It's about $120,
and that is outstanding.
Yeah,
price,
that's my brush right there. Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
This is it. We're gonna eBay auction this off. This is the one that did all the model. No, kidding, guys. This is it. This is the Iwata HPC. It comes in a box that looks like that. And
I might have
would you
to
also
knock down
reach
the
in there and grab
ducats
the
to get
Tamiya
one
brush in there
day.
too? It's in another little box in there. Yeah, my lovely assistant. My wife does not do models. That's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Your wife is a model.
Your wife is a model. Yeah. This is not the box it came in. But this is my other airbrush. This is the Tamiya black. I know it kind of disappears on the camera.
This thing's just cool looking.
It is.
Is it a good brush, though?
It's made by Iwata for Tamiya. And this is great because the head on this one is real fine. It's also got a locking nut back here that if you know about double action, how far you pull back shows the amount of paint. So what you can do is you can dial it in to only go back a certain point. So if you're wanting to maintain a real fine line, you set the locking nut back here, and it won't allow you to get any bigger. So it's a fabulous brush. I love that brush.
And they're weighted so nice too.
It is, yes. They put a counterweight in the back, so it's all balanced out, ready to do. So.
And something else I've heard, I know there's a lot of guys who are having a problem with getting into airbrushing that your paint collects at the tip here, and really what this tip is for is basically to protect your
needle,
needle and the nozzle coming out. It really doesn't have anything to do with the painting. And I've noticed there's some new tips you can get, or crowns they're actually called, that are they look like a crown. They're like that. Badger started doing that a while ago. Iwata now are too.
You're right, but you know what's funny? I've never had a problem with paint collecting on the tip like that.
On the better Iwatas, they don't. Like the Neo, though, is really bad. And I had a couple friends of mine. I haven't had the guts to do it to mine yet. I had a friend of mine literally file down the crown shorter, and he doesn't have the problem anymore.
Huh.
Me, I just take it off, and I paint like that. But I don't suggest that because you can easily bump your nozzle and screw it all up.
Right, or drop it, which I've done before.
Yeah, the needle will stick right out a little. Is that what it'd be? The nozzle where all the material comes out.
Can airbrush a cake for food coloring dyes? Yes, actually, that's how my wife does it. I bought her a brand new airbrush, so when she does her food dyes, we're not putting one that had chemicals and stuff inside of it. But yeah, it's there's some great airbrushes. Those are my two choices right there. Badger makes some good brushes. Pache makes them.
That's what people who professionally paint nails.
Yeah. It's a great thing. I love it.
It's a versatile tool.
And I happen to have an old box from an old Iwata, and it just so happens that it fits in there. So,
yay!
So it's a perfect thing. But those would be my thing. And then for a compressor, just pick out a compressor. You can get one. If you can get one with a tank, it's pretty good that way because you don't get the pulsation in the line as much.
Yeah, what I use is because I work on cars in my garage and I got a big air compressor. I have a separate hose. I plug in my airbrush and dial it down to like 22 pounds or 24 pounds.
That's another question I get all the time too. 22 pounds is exactly what I have mine set all the time.
You can take a big air tank, and of course my air compressor never kicks on because I got
100 gallons,
40 gallons, and it's just a steady stream. It never gets weak, and I can dial it down. And then I'll always have a secondary little gauge, pressure gauge to regulator or whatever you call it. That's close to my gun.
There's a question right there too. He has the Tamiya brush with a 0.2 tip, and he has the trouble with it. You would have to thin that paint down a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
The smaller the head gets, it's got to be a thinner paint to go through it.
It's not so much pressure though. You leave
not pressure, no, but just
about 22 to 24 pounds still you want to keep.
But you do want the paint to be a little thinner, and it'll just flow around, because what's happening is you've got the needle is going inside that, and the more it pulls out, but that hole is so tiny, it'll start to collect on the inside there and kind of clog it up right there.
Yeah.
Harbor Freight compressors.
I've done it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you might get a good one, you might get a bad one.
Yeah.
But
the thing about Harbor Freight is I've never had an issue. Whenever I got something bad, I've taken it back, and they've never given me any problems.
No, right. So I mean, if you can do that, that's great.
Pancake compressor.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, you can pick up a decent, tabletop one that's really quiet. $140, and I know, and I don't mean to sound like $140 isn't a lot, but to some people, but $140. Remember,
are you talking about that?
No, that one. There's a different compressor, but $140 one is something you're going to have for 15, 20, 25 years. So if you amortize that over the amount of time you're going to be using it, it's a small, and it's like woodworking. I used to watch Norm Abrams, which I loved watching his woodworking show. And the point I'm making with that is the better your tools, the better your turnout was right there. Yep. And practice. So Hello, Dr. Sprue from Massachusetts. I'm originally from Massachusetts, so from Springfield, Mass, or Chicopee actually, but most people don't know where Chicopee is. So.
Chicopee.
Yeah, it's for the Chicopee Indians, I think it was, or something like that.
Yes, it is.
Shermans are very cool. I've built that M4A3E8 multiple times.
That's gonna be the one I build. What that new the smaller scale one?
That's another one I built too.
That's the one I want to build.
You know, it says lifespan of Tamiya paints. I have been.
I got some that are.
Yeah, even
literally
thinned.
20 years old.
Right. Well, mine don't last long because I burned through a ton of paint.
Well, you build.
Yeah, because I
don't.
actually build. He doesn't actually build. He just likes to pretend. But
I do. I just use some Tamiya paint. Yeah. I cracked that. As long as that it's sealed, I've got some Tamiya paint that I have literally had.
Take a napkin.
I bought in the early 90s.
Wipe the lid. The glass lid on it. Then put the top on. The paint will last forever on
Another thing to do too is, let me see that bottle.
This
is if you know you're going to be saving it for a while, take some masking tape. You probably want thinner like that, and literally take masking tape right there on the seal and just wrap around it really tight, and that'll double up that seal. That paint is going to stay good.
Yep.
If you know you're going to be keeping it for a while.
The thing is with that is inside the threads, if you have paint left inside there, it's going to seal when you put the lid on. But that paint is exposed to air on the outside. It's going to shrink, and then air is going to get inside and start to contaminate your paint.
Yep.
And that's your biggest killer of paint right there. So if you clean off your bottle, I never have to throw Tamiya paint out. It's always there from until I get to the very, very bottom of it, and even a couple of years old. I don't, like I said, colors I don't use very often, but no, never had to.
I got, and I have some colors. The reason why I got some that last so long is just because it's something that I just use a very little amount every time on a model, and you got a bottle that big, it's going to last a long time.
I got to show you guys something too that
he's very proud of this.
No, I feel very dumb about this. I didn't know about that. Okay, so this is to me.
But you're proud you figured it out, right?
No, someone told me. I want to give a shout out to Dusty. Dusty filled me in on this, and I didn't know about this. So this is to me is extra thin cement, and you've got the little applicator in here. Did you guys know that this applicator comes out and stretch? And I know I'm far away, but it comes out a little bit, and you can stretch it to reach further into the bottom of the bottle. I did not know that. I've been throwing away left and right glue.
He's the one who owns a hobby shop.
I know. I did not know anything about that, and I put that on there, and then I'm like, I gotta go look at this stuff.
Hey, but
this one doesn't have it.
That's my glue.
Yeah, this is what. Yeah, he's making fun of me. I didn't know about that. Can I use the word dummy? Mm-hmm. You mind? Mm-hmm. Okay. This dummy tried gluing his model together for about a half an hour with Mark Fit, and he calls me and tells me that Mark Fit glue is terrible. And I said, yeah, it is terrible because it's decal solvent. And we had a good laugh about that for a long time.
I did it again like not too long ago.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I did. I was sitting there gluing something, and it's like, did I? It's because they feel the same.
Yeah. Well, they're the same square bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's confusing me.
But
I'm confused.
Hey, you guys.
And now I bought some more. I bought the other one that's the lighter green.
But what color? Do you notice the color difference?
I don't look at that.
Yeah, see, exactly. I would have went. I'm colorblind. I couldn't see that.
I'm not that smart to come up with that excuse.
Gustavo's asking about Panther Tracks a few times.
Okay, what's asking about Panther Tracks? I'm sorry, I didn't rewind. I didn't.
How you got the Panther Tracks?
Oh, that was actually a friend of mine. He ordered it from Eastern Europe.
The actual
the real Panther track that came in. Yes. So see, someone else didn't know about that. Pull the brush. Duh. Exactly. I did not know about that.
But you own a hobby shop, so
I can't tell you how many bottles I've gone through. Now, conversely, though, you guys know this. If you use Tamiya glue, I've been using this for a little while. You see how dirty it is, and it's because every time it takes a little bit of plastic with it and puts it back into the thing.
Yeah, but does the dirty make it not work good?
I like clean glue. What are we, animals here? Yep, mind blown. I know. That's what they tell me. Mind blown. I'm like, wow. Let's see. Yeah, I heard too that they're doing an M3 Scout car and an M55 Sherrod in Vietnam. That was the rumor. They can't have pictures yet. I heard about that today. I It's actually, my friend Dusty actually told me about that. And let me think about this. There's also, they said, a Spitfire Mark 1, which I thought, when I heard that, I go, to me, a Spitfire Mark 1, I mean, it's a little bit old, but can't imagine they'd be doing that one over. But I will check with my Tamiya friends. That sounds like a super group, huh? My Tamiya friends.
Dun, dun, dun.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Yeah, that, not sure. Oh, that's true. That could be the old Scout car from my Tallery. That would suck if it is. Sorry. But I'd love to see Tamiya do a new one, so... Yeah, I know. We're having a comedy team here. Yeah. This is one of the... You know why we do like this? Because this is the way...
You should hear it when it's just him and I in the store.
Right. This is how we model build. We'll sometimes get together, us and a couple of other friends, and we sit here building models and laughing and joking. And that's
always trying to see... trying to
the other guy crack up.
Laugh.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And
at each other's expense.
Epoxy resin question. Where is it? I don't see it.
Have you ever used epoxy resin to create ocean diorama?
I have not. I've used some of the other clear stuff to do, and it's off camera. I apologize for waters for stream dioramas and stuff, but I haven't used the resin. Usually because it's mixing the chemicals and things like that. I just haven't got a chance to do it. I'm sure it's probably pretty easy to do it like anything else. I wonder too. There's another gentleman, an Australian. Luke Townend, he is a great model train builder, and go on there. He uses all kinds of stuff to do it. Check out his YouTube channel. It's incredible.
Oh, someone's asking about any news on Revell kits. Do you have any news on Revell kits?
No, I don't. Sorry, I don't.
Okay.
I've heard November, December that we're going to have them back in this country. I will say one thing. The problem I have right now is I deal with a lot of distributors now. No one has it. No one has picked up the line yet. So that is the biggest problem we're waiting for. And someone in the United States now, in Germany, they're going to get them a lot quicker. Is someone is going to pick it up to be a distributor, and that is our biggest problem as a hobby shop owner, is dealing with distributors that getting in the merchandise. My store is, would you not say, is pretty full most of the time.
Yeah.
But I struggle constantly, spending time and time on the phone trying to get product, because everybody seems to be way out of stock on everything. And that's why you guys have seen my videos when I got some new kits and I pile them to the ceiling, because I'll get like 50, 60 kits of the same one. Why do you get so... Well, because if I don't get them right then and there, I won't see them again sometimes for 3 or 4 months, and then we're out of stock on them forever. And I would rather have too many than not enough at all. Oh, to be a distributor, yes, I would love to, but that's a lot of work to do right now. Unless I just distribute to myself, but they'd probably frown on that. So I tried that to me. I said, "Hey, can I be a distributor? I just want to distribute to myself," and they said, "We like you, but not that much." So no, they said I had to have at least 6 stores. So,
well, there you go.
There you go. So, well, we've been doing this now for just an hour. Wow, that went by really quick. So, anything other questions that we have, or
Annie's got tons of Revell kits on the shelf. Someone says, I think I'm the only one who goes to Hobby Lobby. There's a lot of Revell kits. Yeah, you're going to find Revell kits everywhere.
Yeah,
his shelves are full of them. They're not like vanished yet.
No,
but it's going to start depleting if a distributor doesn't pick it up. But pretty much, I believe Hobby Lobby gets their kits from the same distributor you get yours.
The last ones, and they just had so much of it sitting around. The kits that are sitting around are the ones that nobody really wants. I mean, I've got kits over there too that I have, but it's...
But a lot of the real popular stuff that just recently came out.
Yeah, gone. Like the Bronco, Baja Bronco.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had like 3 more cases of that.
Me too. I didn't grab one, and I'm...
Yeah, that's right. You wanted one.
I wanted one.
You should have got in here quicker. So...
Who knew?
I think we probably... the old clock on the wall says we can go as long as we want, but I think we probably bored these people enough.
Are you guys bored? Tell us now.
Will you build an Airfix? Airfix is one of those companies that I have a really difficult time getting a hold of on a regular basis.
They even have some cool car kits that I've asked you about, and you couldn't get them.
Yeah, no, they were talking about... I'm not talking bad about anyone right there. Yeah, Hobby Lobby and places like that are generic places. They have one buyer...
And they're not bored.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh, okay. You're not okay. Look at all the people who are not bored. Oh, that's great. But they're just buying in generic. I try to carry every brand that you're not going to find anywhere else. Ming, Tacom, Ryfield Model, Revosis, Trumpeter, Hobby Boss, Tamiya. I'm only mentioning Armor kits right now because those are the only decent kits.
Yeah.
He didn't even pick up on that now. So.
Well, like
No.
I said, I don't really listen.
No,
to
I build everything. Like you said,
you do.
I'm not considering this an armor channel. This is a building channel. Check the door. We'll have to double check it. Okay, this guy right here. I am OCD about checking my front door. And every time he comes and visits me,
I stay till close.
he stays till close.
Just to do this.
And he goes out in his car, and I'm just about to get in my car, and he goes, "Did you check the door?" And I knew I did, but my obsessive compulsive disorder in my brain goes, "No, I got to go check it again because, yeah, exactly." I'm not crazy about, well, my wife's over there now. Am I crazy about anything else right now? Just the door. Oh, wait. Shh. Shh.
What are you crazy about?
Oh, no.
If you saw the face.
Yeah. Okay. I'm crazy about a lot of things, but the door is my big one right there. And yes, he gets me to go back and
At least
God, that
2
drives me
times,
up the.
sometimes 3.
Yeah,
Did
sometimes.
you check the door?
But yeah, I hate that. I can't, and I know I lock it, and then he'll try to say a bunch of stuff to get me to throw me off base, and I have to go do it. But you know what? It's better than being. Like I said, I live about 35, 40 minutes away. Being one time, 20 minutes down the road, and something popped in my mind. Did you lock the door?
That's all it takes. All it takes.
20 minutes back, the door was locked, and I was late getting home because it was like, it would have drove me up the wall though. I would have sat there.
Well, you know,
Yep.
I told you I'd do that with my garage door.
Yep. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when it comes to the door. So, but I really love my store, and I want it to be here when I get back. So.
Yeah, I want it to be here when you get back too.
So hey, you guys want to throw some quick questions out? I guess we got a couple more minutes here. If you guys are enjoying it, what the heck? I mean, I thought we were boring you. I mean, I'm not bored. He and I, we joke like this for hours. But that's why we decided. I go, you know what? Let's stay on camera for a little while. We lock the front door. Nobody's coming in. How many times
you've been
you guys,
closed for over an hour?
Right. How many times? Yeah. The last live video. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Yeah.
I said, we're on camera right now. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go walk around your store aimlessly for a little while. I went, oh.
But then they eventually want to buy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What's that like?
I don't know.
Exactly. So, hey.
I'll get it some other time.
If you guys are just tuning in, this is the newest video. God, don't drop it. Don't drop it. This is the new Wingnut Wings Red Baron airplane. That will be coming out from no, it's out. I already sold a case and a half of them already. They're flying out the door. No pun intended. No, seriously, but I've been threatening to do one forever, and I finally, when that came in, I was like, you know what? Boom, I'm doing it, and I'm just having a blast building it. I'm actually shocked. I was actually afraid to start that. I know that sounds weird, and afraid in the sense of not like scared afraid. I mean, I'm a grown man. I'm not afraid, but I was afraid of having to throw a $90 model in the dumpster outside because I screwed it up. Now, it is not done yet, so I have still plenty of opportunity to screw it up, but I've started working on the rigging. You guys probably can't even see that hanging down.
Oh, yeah, you can
some of the rigging. Yeah, there it is. See that sparkly stuff? That's the rigging right there. So... but I'm having a blast, and that's why I encourage you guys, get out there and mix it up. If you build armor all the time, throw an airplane or a car into the mix. Or if you're a car builder all the time, throw a tank into the mix. You know, just have some fun with it. Be a modeler, you know. But
I am going to do a Sherman.
Look at that. Now, that's funny. 1/18 scale Focke-Wulf 190. I sat here and tore that kit apart just before I built this, and I was almost ready to start building it because I wanted something different. And then a case of these showed up, and I go, no, got to do that. That's a cool airplane right there.
Yeah, I even said that. Yeah.
Well, the colors.
I saw the box art.
The airplane is purple, green, yellow, and red. How often do you get to paint an airplane like that? You know. I had to do it. So, and I spent a ton of time working on the engine. That is one thing. Wingnut Wings, man, my hat's off to you. That engine was a model kit in itself. And
I know. I when I walked in here today, it caught my eye. I was like, I homed
wait
in
till you
on
watch the video, because there's so much you can't see
I don't
inside.
watch your videos.
Yeah, well, that's true. Would you do me a favor and watch this one?
I'll think about it.
So watch this up to the thing, and man, it's incredible. R2. I'm glad you asked me about R2. R2 is going great. I haven't touched it in a month, and that is because I'm waiting for the next group of boxes to show up.
Pieces,
yeah, because it is a subscription, and I gotta wait for the next pieces. But I'll let you guys know, I've been contacted by that same company. I'm getting the, I guess it's 18th scale X-Wing fighter.
I can't wait to see that.
It's gonna be like,
they've been advertising the crazy.
I know, and they said they're sending me one, so I will be getting one of those. Unfortunately, it'll be a long build because I gotta wait for all the boxes to show up. But Lucas' tank was the bomb.
Yeah,
it needed a bomb dropped on it. Come
Aww.
on. No, I'm just kidding. He did a good job.
Well, I wouldn't quite say that.
For a man of limited intelligence,
True.
he did a good job.
Yes. It's got put together, didn't it?
It did. Exactly. So it's been great though. We're gonna do, actually, he and I were just talking about that too, about doing another crossover build.
Yeah.
What? Someone did this where they took a ME-109 airplane, and I'm just getting off subject. Would you hand me that book over there, that damage book? Yes, that one right there. I want to show you something. And I'll show you guys too, because we're not going to keep this secret or anything.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, wow, yeah.
This guy took an ME-109 and made it into like a dragster.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I saw that, and I go,
land speed.
this is something we could both do. I mean, not together. I mean, I don't like you that much, but but we could do this and each build one. Look at this.
This is cool.
That is back in the day. And you can attest to this.
Mm-hmm.
They used to make drop tank.
They
They
call them the belly tank car.
Yeah, they would take the belly tanks off of the World War II airplanes, cut them up, but that sleek design. What could be more aerodynamic than a drop tank? And they would put wheels on, and that's what they did on that. And I'm like,
yeah, that's not a made up thing. That's an actual. I mean,
well, this is made up.
It's made up, but that's an actual concept that really got done.
Right. So I was thinking that would be a great crossover. What do you guys think? If we could do that, we could both do it, but do a similar thing, and then that way that's a more level playing field that I can destroy you on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, let's just call it what it is.
Anything to wreck me, right?
I just like rattling your cage. No, and you guys, just so you know, I'm totally just kidding. Luke and I have been buds for 15 years now, so don't worry about it. He's worse off camera on me.
Yeah,
and I don't know why. Yeah. I think he's trying to come off as the good cop. I'm the bad guy here. So
well, no, it's because this is your channel.
No, I don't care. I love doing it. And did you notice, guys, doing this live feed? We've been doing this live feed for an hour and 15 minutes now, and we didn't get dropped. And it was because of lots of you guys on Patreon were kind enough to go on there, and we got all kinds of new equipment. So I'm going to put a list of all there, and I promised you guys I would, and unfortunately I don't have it in front of me right now, of all the different Patreon supporters. I so appreciate those guys, and thank you for that. So I'll try to get the list together and put it at the end of it. But let's see what other questions we have there that we could answer. Vallejo white putty. I love Vallejo white putty. Vallejo,
why do you love Vallejo white putty? I have not tried Vallejo.
Let me tell you why.
Putty.
I don't know why. No, seriously, it's water based. Say no more. You know what that is? So you can put it into the little area. You take your finger, you dip it in water, you wipe off the excess. It comes right off. Bang, like that.
Does it shrink?
Well, probably, but I mean, I don't know. I put 2 coats of every on, but I mean, I used it on the back of that. What do you
Oh,
think?
that's what the problem is.
Yeah. That's,
I'm kidding.
No, I know.
See, I did.
See?
it.
Oh, see,
I
he
did.
fell back.
Bam!
Yeah.
Right in the rib cage.
Right. Yeah. But no. That is great putty. It might.
And it's good on cupcakes. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, it's got that wand on the tip right there. You can actually write your name on a cupcake with it. Does water shrink? Yes. No.
Okay. No. When the water evaporates.
But that's it. Water is the only thing that when it heats up or freezes, expands. Everything else either shrinks or expands.
Well, I'm going to be leaving here tonight with more knowledge than I had before.
Think about it. And that is why this planet is the way it is. Because if water freezes, it expands. If water heats up, turns to steam, it expands. Steel, when you steel, doesn't it slightly expand? Think about it. When the door gets hot, you can't open it. I know, because I thought it was locked one time and it wasn't really locked. So,
I zoned out for a moment.
I know, I
back.
did too.
I'm back.
I went back, I started looking at them. I burn water when I cook it.
Me too. That smell.
Burnt water?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's the worst. Smoky North Idaho, pardon me. Great potatoes. I'm trying to say something nice.
That's a really nice thing to say, too.
Yeah. And water can't be compressed either.
It cannot be compressed.
No. But air can be compressed.
It can be compressed.
I can be depressed.
I'm
we're getting
now.
way off. We're getting way off kilter right here. Guam checking in. Hello, Guam.
Guam. Wow.
Wow. Yes, that is some faraway places. Okay, we're gonna do one other quick thing. Everybody on there right now, punch in where you're watching from. What part of the our little tiny blue and green and sometimes brown because we live in the brown part over here. What part of the world you're from in? So, Andy, will you do the Rifle Sturm Tiger? I don't think so. And
Texas.
yeah, I'm
Gilbert.
Yeah, that's right down the street. Whoa, look at that. Look at all these people.
The words just went.
Yeah.
Everybody put it in at once. It's funny.
Wow, I love doing that. So there's people actually watching us. I thought we were
my
by
old buddy
ourselves.
Bill. Hey, Bill.
So Bill's watching right there. Florida,
Allegheny, New York,
Long
that's
Island,
where I
Odessa. Wow, look at that. That's the way I like to see it. Glendale.
I've been there
Have you?
once. Right now.
Oh yeah, right now, huh? That's true. Look at this. Look at all these people from all over the world. Oh, back
Belgium.
to the Sturm Tiger. Probably not. I'm burnt out on interior kits right now. And if I saw another interior kit and had to build it, I'll be up on the roof with a large gun and shooting in the air like a cowboy. Because I live in Arizona, so.
Great Socialist Republic of California.
There you go. Look at that. Locked in the shop. Yep, we're locked in, but it's a deadbolt on the inside so we can get out. Formerly Prescott. How's that? Formerly. So where are you now? Prescott's just right up the road from us.
I like Prescott.
Yeah, I like it too because it's like 15, 20 degrees cooler than here.
Yeah, I just like it up there.
Oh, well, la-dee-da. Well, I like Prescott Valley. What do you think of that?
I like Prescott Valley pretty
well, then I like Flagstaff better. What do you think of that?
Well, I've been to Flagstaff.
Oh, but you didn't say you like Flagstaff.
I might like Flagstaff.
So, Orlando, Florida, Eduardo T. I want to go to Orlando right now, so bad.
You love Orlando.
I love Orlando. I'm going to have a shop there someday.
I don't want to live there. I just want to go there to Disney.
Oh, really? Nice to know.
Oh, jeez.
No, now I'm getting started.
Just crashed his dream.
Yeah. No, I love Orlando, and that's where when the next shop comes up, that's where it's happening. I said it. That's what's happening. So, but Hobby has Airfix. But Hobby Lobby has Airfix now, so distributors might have them now too. I've been checking. I get Airfix. Don't get me wrong. I get Airfix, but it is so sporadic. Is my problem. We get it all in on the initial wave, and good luck ever getting it again. So no, I do carry Airfix. It's just back in the day, I used to have much easier time getting it in. So. I don't know what the distribution problem is, but I'll have to look into that someday.
Boneyard? What is Pima like?
Pima? I haven't been there since I was little. The Pima Boneyard is literally that, a boneyard for airplanes where there used to be
It's
hundreds,
It's
maybe
thinned
even
out a bit though, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, and when I went there, I was
You could see it on Google Earth.
right, and when I was there as a child. They used to just, that was back in the 70s. Do whatever you want, go climb on the stuff, and then someone got hurt, and
that was the end.
And that was the end. And now their stuff is like in more museum stuff. You can go out there, I guess, on a tour, but I have pictures.
Maybe they want you to go there. And take
Yeah, that was the thing. Maybe that's something we can do when it cools off. We're gonna go down to the boneyard and do a road trip and film it and bring you guys with us. So.
Years ago, I knew a really excellent model builder, plane builder, who went down there, picked out a certain plane that was all kind of disassembled and weathered and falling apart, took all kinds of pictures of it, and I let him get close to it and all that, and he built a model of it.
Nice.
And it's like, and I remember seeing the pictures and then the model, and it's like, that kind of would be cool to do something like that if you could get close to anything and do a little video.
He just wasted an hour that he could have been building, LOL. No, trust me, you do not want a non-stop build. You will start to burn out terribly. I have to take breaks all the time because when I'm hot on a project, great. But then I'll take like 3 or 4 days off lately, and I just need to clear the head and not build for a few days just to get my mojo back. Because
you can watch and build. Someone's building while they're
exactly.
watching.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I know. He was just joking on it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear about the Tiger one showing up in New Jersey? I actually did. I've known about that for actually a long time. I know the whole story behind that, but that's for another day. But yes, that's the Munster Tiger showed up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge. It's a completely gutted tiger that was made up of multiple other tigers that they put together. But it is still a tiger tank, and it is now here. So let's see a couple other quick questions there. What was the thing about? Do you wear an optivisor? I need to.
I'm thinking of getting one.
Me too.
I do is I got a couple of cheap reading glasses. I don't even use my glasses, and I stack them.
My problem is my vision. I'm nearsighted, and I actually take my glasses off to see up close because I can see better up close. So, but to get it really big, I would be much bit better off. But yep. Why did it come over? Oh, because someone had a lot of money and bought it. That's why it came over. So it's not on permanent. It's been purchased and been brought over here. So it's staying over here. Yeah, definitely. But a lot of money. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not at liberty to say anything more, but I know about it, and it's a lot of money. More money than I have. So let's see. How about? Will it be? That I don't know if it's going to be made public or not. I've heard different things about it, and I will let you know. Like I said, I know some people that are to do with it, and we'll see what happens with that. It might become public, it might not. I'm hoping that all the models, all the real vehicles at the I just forgot it. It's in Massachusetts. They got the Panther tank. Why can't I think of the name of that place? The Collins Foundation. They bought most of Jacques Littlefield's collection, the premium stuff, like 70 kits, and it all went over to there, including a working Panther tank, in which, man, I'd love to be sitting around, driving around in the top of that thing.
Yeah.
Crushing stuff. Crushing old models. That'll blow some people's mind.
You got in trouble for that one.
I know. I got in big trouble for that. Some people were really mad because I dropped a Panther track on a model kit that I had painted like 20 times and was ready for the scrap heap. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Man, you would have thought there was baby kittens and puppies underneath there.
So I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
I've got a Winston Cup race tire and wheel.
There you go.
I'm gonna drop it on some models.
You're destroying the hobby, man.
Oh.
Stop destroying the hobby.
I know. I got a shirt that says I am.
Yep. So I think yeah, we've bored you guys for an hour and a half, but I so appreciate you guys showing up and getting to talk to this. This is fun for me. This is a blast. It's been a long week, and I get to I get to just have some fun, joke around. Mind if we tell me your real thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know too, he goes by Lucas C, and I'm not giving anything away. His real name is Matt. And you guys know I call him every
Yeah.
time. I can't remember Lucas. See, I can barely remember Matt after 15 years. So, yeah, no, because I was just gonna say I love joking around with Matt, and then I went, I gotta explain that to you. So joking around with Matt, having some good times.
Yeah.
It's just a wind down from the day. I've been working on that airplane, having a blast doing it, and just so many other cool things coming up ahead for you. I can't tell you guys about everything, but man, next year I'm going to be taking you guys on some adventures. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
so
some neat stuff's coming.
It's some very good stuff, and between model shows and model shows and model shows, we'll put it that way. So we'll be getting to see everything. So it's
Perfect.
perfect. Yeah,
we got some great stuff coming.
Very good. Hey, once again, thank you everybody. Shameless plug.
Nah, it's not.
No, I guess it's not.
No, it's not. It's.
Oh my God! I got some dirt on it.
Whoa!
I wonder if YouTube will send me another one because it's all dirt.
I'm touching it again.
No, this guy was touching everything. Go watch his video where I found out later he went and touched everything in my store. After I have that clearly posted, please do not touch sign.
Don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
Yep, it sure doesn't.
To me.
But okay, we're gonna give you the quick rundown. Model Car Hobby Headquarters on YouTube. Get on there. If you like the comedy that we put on here, you'll like his channel half as much because I'm not in it. So
yeah, well, you're in some of them.
Yeah, but not like this is right here. So, but Mediocre Modelers on Facebook. Get on there. There's 9,000 of you guys have joined just in the last couple. Show off what you're working on, and I don't always get on there and respond a heck of a lot. I'm doing more and more on there, but I do get on there all the time and look at everything and just see all the cool stuff.
We talk about the stuff we see.
Yeah, and there's been some great stuff on there, and we are going to do a contest on there. Mediocre Modelers Unite. I want to see Mediocre Modeler shirts all over the world, and we're going to do a contest for that. But they're much easier to do contests on Facebook because. I'm not. Yeah. Well, that's not YouTube's fault. It's just that they have to follow all the rules, and I really don't care about getting yelled at on Facebook. So YouTube, I do care about though. So I wouldn't be able to get to you guys. So we're gonna do that. I'll make an announcement real soon on that. It's something we've been talking about. Not him.
No,
me and somebody else.
I got nothing to do.
He's on there. He's a moderator.
Yes,
I am there
too.
So he's very moderate about the whole thing.
I moderate.
Yeah, because the Mediocre Model guys have been posting pictures on there all over the world, and it is so cool to see, and I thought that's wonderful.
It's inspirational.
It is, because
the end of the story. That's what I get on for.
Yep, you can see everybody's models on there. So we mentioned that. If you need to get a Mediocre Model shirt, you can go on the Spreadshirt. It's all the stuff is on the bottom.
Or you can come into this store and buy one. There's a bunch on the shelf right there. That's
kind of
what
a trip.
I do.
But the description. They're all down in the description down there.
Is it? Oh, you got yes. This is on you. Yeah, on the description.
Yeah, this is YouTube. Yeah.
So you got the description down there.
He forgot this is YouTube.
I forget things.
I don't do live Facebook. Only YouTube. YouTube rocks. I love YouTube.
Yeah.
And so, okay, we did all the shameless plugs. And you can pick up his new Wreckin' the Hobby Tour, Night 2018 shirts on his. Just go to his thing and look on the description. You'll see it right there.
Yeah, go to Model Car Hobby Headquarters, and it's in the description of the most recent videos.
Yep.
And actually, my latest video, there's actually a commercial at the beginning for it.
I might have to do that myself.
Yeah.
It keeps the wheel spinning. So hey guys, all kidding aside, we've been joking and stuff, and I hope you guys all do know when you watch on the.
We are the best of friends.
Right, so. And not only that too, we like to joke. This is the way it is. This is the guys hanging out, joking along. We keep it I think we kept it G. We keep it G. Well, for you guys, we'll keep it G.
We keep it G.
Borderline PG. And the reason I say that is because we want this to be a friendly place for all ages. I'm getting more and more young people coming into the store because they watch the YouTube videos, and I love that.
That's pretty cool.
It is, and they're coming in. I had a young gentleman today who came in. He was from back east, and I was like, wow, this is great. And we're getting more and more of that out there. So that's why, we don't work blue. Let's just put it that way. Mm-hmm. So hey, thank you so much for watching. I need my mouse so I can kill this thing over here, since we'll do it right. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
What happened? Are we still there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, here we are.
We thought, it was on our end we left.
Yeah, the mouse went flying across the thing, and we went blank, and we didn't know if you guys were still there, but you're still there. You're still there. So, hey, once again, seriously, thank you so much for watching.
This was fun.
It was. I had a blast. This was the longest thing, and the new equipment is holding strong. We didn't get dropped one time. Rock steady.
We'll do more.
And and I did get new microphones for the video, so the videos will sound better. I'm sorry, they always sounded all right on my computer. I have decent speakers on there, and I know sometimes if you're watching on a phone or something. So new microphones on the for the video, so all that's going to get better. We're trying my hardest to make the videos, not so mediocre. Thank you again for everybody who subscribes. I appreciate the 100,000. That was a wonderful time. I had I teared slightly.
Oh yeah,
just slightly.
Just a little. Yeah, I see.
Do you remember the? And this is totally off tangent. How many of you guys remember this? If you grew up in the 70s, do you remember the you know what I'm talking about? The Indian that would cry every time he saw the trash on the side of the road, and you did that tear.
The Italian guy who said he was an Indian. You ever know the story?
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, he wasn't really an Indian, but he played a Native American Indian, and he would cry because we were littering. We had a big problem with litter. We still do now, but
it actually, I tell you, there was campaigns like that to clean this country.
Absolutely, yeah. And we need to clean up the Italian Indian. Yeah,
because my dad used to, back then, he would always like roll the window down a little bit and throw, like he'd take a piece of gum and throw that out, and I would bust his chops all the time. It was because of that commercial. Yeah. And to this day, I won't throw nothing out the car.
No, I never do. I mean,
I'll throw it on the floor of my car.
I'll pick stuff up, but I never put anything back.
Me nuts.
Yeah, I mean, we all have to live up.
Remember the ping pong ball commercial?
The ping pong ball commercial.
Where your fridge was full of ping pong balls, and when you opened it, all the ping pong
balls. Yeah. About letting out all the energy cans.
Right. I didn't know that was a commercial because we always joke when our kid, when it's 115 here and it's cool inside, you open up the door and the kids would leave it open and it'd be, those are all the ping pong balls falling out the thing right there, and like, shut up. Is what my son was probably thinking in his mind.
Well, he's thinking. He wouldn't say it.
Yeah, no. My son is
my dog, on the other hand.
Well, okay, so.
Just tell me to shut up.
So, wow, we've been ready to kill this thing like multiple times, but we're having so much fun. So, but yeah, I don't know how I even got on the Italian Indian crying, but that is what you get on this channel. It's just, you never know where we're going to take it. I just love doing that because it's like, it's a good release from modeling and stuff because we joke around. I think we're all like-minded things. We all like this kind of stuff, so it's, I don't even know what I'm saying. I know you guys around the world probably have no idea on it, but if you go on YouTube and put, what would you think? Indian keywords. Indian trash.
Oh yeah, I find out that because
70s.
Like my son-in-law is Native American, and I was telling him about it. Yeah, ironized coat.
Is that a joke or is that real?
No, I think that was what they called them. Anyways, I pulled it up. It's all over YouTube. Yeah. I pulled it up and showed it to him. I said, it was a big deal back then.
Oh my God, that was it.
That thing definitely.
Crying, just look for Crying Indian, 1970s, and you guys, if you're younger and stuff than us,
and I believe,
look it up.
And the guy, I can't. Anyways, his son, who he actually, his son is in New Mexico. He is Native American. He did marry a Native American woman, and someone's saying he wasn't Italian. I don't know what he was. I heard he was Italian, but I know that he.
Urban legends. We don't know. I mean,
he made it. He was in a lot of movies. That's where he got his whole thing going. He was. Oh. He.
Lots of mediocre is right.
Ironized Cody is correct.
Yep. Mediocre Modelers.
Whether he is or isn't a Native American, the Native Americans actually accept him because he did a lot for.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the Native Americans.
Mediocrity is a state of mind.
It is a state of mind.
And go look up the new mission statement on the Facebook page of Mediocre Modelers because that's what it is. Someone went on there and was like, "Oh, these guys are not mediocre," and I'm like, "No, you're missing the point. We all have room to improve." I know it. I'm not saying I'm a master modeler. I just like to. I can show you guys tips.
It took you 25 years to learn to pull the tip.
Yeah, it took me 25 years to figure out that you can pull the tip out of this to extend it. So I'm a moron sometimes. I realize that, but I'm a sweet well, I don't want to say adorable. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm kind-hearted moron.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So there you go.
Yeah, you are.
Exactly. Yes.
And now, back to real quick. He was Italian.
He was? Okay.
Yeah. Now people. I knew that.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll start calling my
Keep
grandson.
America beautiful. Yes.
Keep America. Yes. I'm going to nickname my grandson Iron Eyes because he's Italian and Native American.
That's true.
There you go.
What the heck? You just blew my mind again.
Bam! It just happened.
Wow, you probably just scared the hell out of everybody too with that.
I brought the levels up on that one. See, we'll go on and talk about all kinds of things. So that's how we is.
Well, we probably could, because if they don't want to listen anymore,
they could just shut it off.
They can turn it off.
I shut it off all the time, sitting right here.
Yeah, right. That's I keep saying that, but no, seriously, we were just having fun, and we'll try to do these more often. And is there a customer looking in?
No.
Oh, we try to do these more often. I don't know. I love doing it. I love meeting you guys, and God, I've got to meet so many of you guys lately.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, no, but even just coming in here every day, someone from somewhere else in the world comes in and meets me, and man, I love it, and it's just been great. So, are you both named Andy? No. He is.
I'm Matt.
Lucas C.
Lucas C.
How are we gonna say that? He's Matt, alias Lucas C.
There you go.
Is that good? I'm Andy. From Hobby Headquarters. Yeah, the door is definitely locked.
It's been locked for an hour and 40 minutes.
In fact, some of the guys were in here earlier, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna hang around in the back of the thing." In fact, Ray was just on here a little while ago. He was one of them right there. I said, "Well, you gotta hurry up and make your purchase, because I'm locking that door. I don't want anyone interrupting our live stream, because it's been so long since we got to do one, and they're just fun to do." So.
Yeah. We have
Help me, please. Max Pro book. I have not seen the Max Pro book by Wings and Wheel. I'm sorry. I just haven't done it. Haven't seen it. The Odd Couple. That's true.
We are.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say one other quick thing.
Go right ahead.
This is funny. Okay, a couple weeks ago, and no offense to this man, he was funny. You see me in these things right here, and he comes up to me, and he was like real happy to meet me, and he shakes my hand and stuff, and he goes, "You're not as fat in person as you are on camera."
That's very true.
And I went, "Thank you." So I didn't know how to take it, because it just threw me for a loop. So I was like,
he's not.
I'm not. I mean, I'm festively plump, but I mean, I'm not. I don't think. I mean. So, but that is a random story from Andy's Hobby Headquarters. So I would love to put I do. I have cameras everywhere in here, but to turn the cameras on with sound, and if you could hear some of the stuff that happens in here, you'd be rolling on the floor.
God. Or very offended.
And nothing. It takes a lot to offend me, but I mean, it's. but
I
was
can
just
be very offensive.
Right, but that was just so funny, and I went, "Thank you." Is that good? Yeah, and the camera adds 10 pounds, and right now I have 4 cameras on me. So, so hey, and if you want to look skinny, what do? You hang out with fat people. I need to get some.
That's what he does.
Big
look at me. I make you look skinny.
No, well, he thought I was fat though, so I
wasn't here.
I need to get bigger.
Yeah, I should have been here when if I was here when he came.
Right.
Then I could have.
I need to get bigger stand-ins and something. Nothing against that.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, so it's sounds like a challenge. No, seriously, I love it. It's cool, and I have a little extra on me, but I love it because I love to eat. I do. I mean, that's one of my favorite things. So, it's all about scale, right?
Yeah.
You just need to grow taller.
Exactly. I am not fat. I am just very short.
There it is. I'm just fat.
Yeah. But you know what? That's jolly. Isn't that always the way it was? So.
Yeah.
This is not hobby chat. No, it's not.
No, we're just
messing around right now. We did all the hobby chat already. If you guys want to ask questions, we were answering them, but this is just fun. So.
Yep.
But we're gonna let you go now. So hey guys, have a wonderful evening. We did an extra 30 minutes of just randomness.
Blah 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 blah.
Exactly. So hey, thanks again. What do you say on the end of your things?
I say, keep on gluing those fingers together and keep on cutting that styrene, and we'll see you in the next video.
Lucas Kids, it's Lucas Kids, it's Lucas Kids. Bye guys.
Later.